So here's a quick demo of how we set up the entire ad campaign and about our core USP, which is generating highly qualified leads. So I'm going to show you how we get these highly targeted and highly qualified leads, how we import them into Meta, and how we create really successful ad campaigns which work every single time. So let me just quickly refresh this and show you current data. So this is from the 1st January 2024 to the 7th of Feb 2024. So this is live, current and recent data. And as you can see, at this period, we have spent around 16,000 on an ad campaign, and against which we have gotten 156 leads. So let me just show you. So basically, we have spent across multiple ad sets. So we create multiple ad sets depending on the audience segment that we want to target. And as you can see, the cost per landing page view or the cost per click per se ranges between 18 to 20 rupees per visitor. So that's an average of 19 rupees per visitor. And we have spent 16,000 rupees on this campaign, and we have gotten 156 leads. And the average cost is between 88 to 104, so it's around 102 rupees per lead. And again, these are not just a simple name and number lead. These are proper qualified booked appointments which come in your calendar, and these are highly qualified leads. So now you must be wondering, how do we get these highly qualified leads and how do we get it for so cheap? So let me just give you a quick walkthrough of that. So we have certain third-party tools, as we had told you. So basically we can sort by industry. So say we want to target food and beverage manufacturing, hospitality, or any one of these industries. So then what we do is we click on this particular industry. Then we can sort by country, depending on which country we want to target and where we want to generate our leads from. We can select the name of the country. So let's select India. So as you can see, there are 713 companies in India. And let's take a quick example of any one. So let's say one-to-one policy. So here is where we get the details of where this company is situated, what industry are they in. We have a third-party tool which can extract the data of their email ID and numbers, and basically we get a cookie tracking ID of them. So and they have like an existing website. So let's say this is the website, and then we go through the website and we see the details of this particular company and like this. There are in India, in one category, there are like 713 companies listed. So what we do is we extract all of this data using our third-party tool, and then what we do is, again, depending on which industry we want to target, we create a particular cluster for that, and then we go here and we create in audiences. We go to here, create audience, and we create a custom audience. So in the custom audience, we import the data that we have extracted using a customer list, and then using so certain templates and fields that we have. Obviously I can't get into the details because then we would be giving away our USP and our secret sauce, but basically we import that data, we map the identifiers, and we upload it, and then we confirm it. Once that is done, we create a lookalike audience of that, and then we narrow it down further by interests and demographics like age, gender, and all of these things. So once we go that granular, we filter after multiple filtrations, then we launch the campaigns. And again, the ad copy and the ad creative is highly targeted and relatable to that particular audience. And not only that, once they come on the landing page, then we also have like a proper system, and we also have a proper Calendly form. We can filter them down, we can narrow them down, we can qualify them down even more. And so at the end of the entire process, I'll even walk you through the landing page sample and the Calendly form sample, and also how we leverage Heatmaps. So with that entire process, with this entire end-to-end process, by the time the appointment is booked on your calendar, the lead that comes and shows up on the calendar is a highly qualified lead. So the idea behind what we do is we want to spend the least possible amount for the cost per click or the cost per landing page view, and we want to get the highest output that's possible. So 100 rupee lead cost, if you see, for a highly qualified, and again, these are not leads, these are qualified booked appointments which come into our Calendly and which is assigned to our consultants who get on a call with them. So this is not just a name and number lead, this is more like a proper qualified appointment booking. So as per industry standards, 100 rupee per appointment booking is fantastic. I mean, that number is incredible, and we have done this with like a lot of optimization. And these are also the results that we have done for a lot of our other clients as well, which you can check in our portfolio. And to show you what the cost per lead actually means, let me just give you a quick example of that. So this is the landing page on which the visitors come, and they go through the entire landing page, and then there's a button which says book a free strategy call. After clicking the book a free strategy call, basically they have to select a date and time. So let's say they select a date, they select a time, they click on next, and then they have to fill out this detail form, and all of these fields are mandatory, without which they cannot proceed ahead. So the lead that comes in, the 100 rupee per lead, is a very qualified lead, because base not only is targeting the first filter, but also the pre-qualification criteria, and with the questionnaire basically filters them out. And any person that's taking the time and effort to actually fill out a 10 to 12 question detailed form is more likely to be, highly qualified. So this is the overall strategy that we use. There are obviously other things also involved. If I have to show you, then it's basically we leverage Heatmaps. Let me try to show you that. So let's go here. Let's go to Sense, and let's go to Heatmaps. So we collect data of the visitors that come onto our landing page. Like you can see, we have tracked 2,000 visits, 1976 clicks. So let's go through it, what a heat map actually is. So in a heat map, we get a lot of granular level data of how the prospect or the visitor is behaving, and based on their behaviors, we may know what edits to make and what edits not to make. So like you can see over here, we have 236 visitors from desktop, 1,700 visitors from the mobile device, because most of the traffic, 90% of traffic, comes from mobile devices. Then there's 5 from iPad or tablets, and then these dots are basically where they're clicking the most. And like you can see how many we get, like a 3% click-through rate for this button. A lot of people are clicking on these things to scroll down. Then they are going further down, and there's like a lesser click-through rate on this button. So most of the clicks are coming about the fold. And then we can also track the number of people that go further down. So the further down they go, the more copy and the messaging they're exposed to. And there's a 1% click-through rate at the end as well. So almost 1% of the visitors are scrolling all the way till the end and then booking a call, which makes them more qualified, because they are going through a lot of the copy, a lot of the testimonials, the screenshots, and all of this. So they are a bit more engaged rather than someone just reading a few points and then engaging with us. But this is like one way how we even further understand, because marketing is not just about the ads and the targeting and the qualification, but it's also, once they come on the landing page, what kind of messaging, what kind of copy, what kind of user journey they should be going through in order for us to get the maximum amount of output. So in a nutshell, this is basically what we do, what we excel at, and we do it really effectively for a lot of brands and for ourselves as well. So yeah.